Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. I'm your host, Dylan Charisma, here as always, bringing you guys another Wizard101 video, which I know I haven't done in a long time. I just want to go ahead and bring you guys this video because I've recently started getting back into Wiz as of like earlier on. I think it was early on in this week. I finally decided that I was going to play through Imperia, the new world, and just kind of start getting back into the groove of it, especially with Easter coming around the corner. So, yeah, let's go ahead and kind of get into it. First off, there's been an update, not currently live, but it's online for the test realm, which is basically what you do to, test it before it goes live, and you can send feedback and all that. Um, I'm probably not going to do it in the exact same video, but I'm probably going to make a video kind of going over the main features of it. But I just want to read the update notes, just unedited, uncut, just straight up read through it. So anyway, March update notes, March 2018. This update includes the addition of hatch making, pet tome, new pet names, new loading screens, beginning phases of new Wizard City construction, scouting key bosses, new Imperia daily quests, and more. Okay. The main reason I'm doing this is I saw this and I'm like, yes, I need this. I needed a reason to come back to Wiz, and this is finally happening. I just felt like I needed to get my reaction on camera for this. So anyway, let's go ahead and do it. So, let's make a match. Um, let's make a deal reference. They're starting off strong with a game show reference, so they must know I am a big supporter of their content. Welcome to Hatchmaking. There's a brand new kiosk in the pet park that makes finding interesting pets a lot easier and provides a new spin on a familiar system. But first, please note that the old method of hatching pets is not going away and will still be needed for hatching some more valuable pets. I do like how they say the word more valuable pets, as like they already know that there are pets that are just way too valuable and good to be like just implemented in this new system, but whatever. Um, to use the new hatchmaking kiosk, just walk up to it and press X. From here, you can browse, okay, pets listed by other players, offer pets from your own inventory for hatching, or manage the pets that you have currently offered for hatching with other players. When browsing pets, click on a pet that interests you. Select Next, agree to hatch price, and click the Hatch button. If you're familiar with the old hatching interface, this step will already be familiar to you. Okay, so, alright, a little bit of stuff to go over. This part right here is just irrelevant, it doesn't matter. This part's really what interests me. So from here you can browse, you got three options, alright? You can browse pets listed by other players. So it's basically like a built-in eBay or Amazon or however you want to look at it for pets. It's not necessarily, well, it basically is an auction, actually. You're auctioning off your pets. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that came across as rude, but that's basically, you're basically auctioning off your pets. Pet reproduction. I'm sorry. This is terrible. Anyway, you can browse. So, browsing pets. Basically, what this works is browsing pets is very simple. You walk up, and some people are gonna go, I'll put this up here for people to look at, and I'll set a price for it. Now, I assume you'll get the gold paid by that amount instead of both players just losing it or whatever. But I mean, eh. Um, and then you can offer pets from your own inventory. That way you can be getting gold and manage the pets you currently have offered. Which is good because in case you want to like change the price or whatever, I think you'll be able to do that. None of this is confirmed by me, by the way. I just want to go ahead and state that outright. I have no experience with this test realm in particular. but we'll get into that. When browsing pets, click on a pet that interests you. Select next to go to hatch terms, click the hatch price, click the hatch button, and then this whole thing is just irrelevant. It doesn't really matter. I mean, like you've hatched enough, honestly, to know what this is anyway. When offering pets, click on one of the pets and click the offer button. Let me see. The hatchmaking kiosk makes a copy of your pet and puts it into the system for other players to browse. Okay, so it's not like that. Alright. So I gather from this that it doesn't take your pet and just takes out your inventory. It basically duplicates that pet and puts it in there. That way you can still use it. Okay. Alright. That's pretty good. When managing pets, you can see the pets that have hatched with your pet, and if you like them, hatch back with that pet. You can also remove the pet you're offering either individually or all at once. Alright, this seems pretty good so far. Now, special notes about the hatchmaking system. Your pet can only be hatched with 10 times, and it will be removed until you put it up for hatchmaking again. Okay. You can only offer 5 pets at one time. I mean, okay. That really shouldn't be a problem. Your pet will be naturally removed from the hatchmaking system after 1 week. Again, that shouldn't be a problem. Most crown pets will be ineligible for hatchmaking. Oh, ouch. For the launch test round, we will be testing the release of a couple crowns pets that can be hatched for crowns to the Pennant and Polar Bear Club. Alright. After hatch is made, your pet will be removed from the system for 1 hour, and it will return to the system for hatching. You will receive a new hatch pepper reagent after successfully hatching a pet with the new hatchmaking system. See Dr. Peraro for recipes that use hatch peppers. Alright, so they're introducing a new reagent. That's nice. Alright, this doesn't seem too bad. Once per week, on a rotating schedule, you'll find it's hatchmaking day. You'll find a featured pet to hatch with depending on the hour. Now, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is what we need. This is like, one of my favorite things about King's Hall is like, they do these community shoutouts on like their blog post or whatever. Whatever they want to call it. And they give out rewards like who's posted the most was content overall. Please. You've got the people who made the like coolest house maze or something. It's just stuff like that. Overall cool achievements, cool photos or screenshots that they've taken, just stuff like that. This is awesome. So this is the step I feel in the right direction. So I'd assume that while your pet's in the kiosk, you can go do other things, and then while you're doing that, you're able to wait for people to see what they want. It's really cool. And then also once per week on a rotating schedule. Now this is awesome. So it's completely random. So you have to be somewhat active. Basically all throughout the day, which is kind of it's kind of weird, but I just want to go ahead and state that this is a good way of getting your peoples to come back. This is good. Okay, this is really good. And then it shows you a featured pet to hatch with depending on the hour. I can only assume that means each hour will have a different featured pet. I'm not sure how a pet is featured. I guess it just takes one randomly or whatever. But anyway, that's basically it for that. They've placed a hatchmaking tome right next to the kiosk, so if you ever forget how to use the hatchmaking system, just click on it and you'll see the following instructions. So just goes along with here, and this, and okay, this is just going over it. Alright. Alright, that's not too bad. Alright. So, collectors rejoice, pet tome. With this new focus on making hatches, we've also included a new collection system so you can see if you truly have the largest zoo in the spiral. To access the new pet tome, press I to enter the pet page, or actually to click on the pet icon in your spellbook, then click the pet tone button at the bottom of the page. Alright, so I guess so far it's just like you're seeing how many pets in total you have compared to other people. Oh, okay. I mean, for most people it's worthless, but I guess, I guess I'd use that. When you log in for the first time after this update, you'll be notified of all the pets you own being added to your pet tome. Your pet tome will help you track which pets you have found, give you a count of the number of pets you've earned, and tell you a few facts about each pet, like which snack type they like. This is awesome. This is so awesome. Oh man, I love this update already. This is so cool. Basically, what you'd have to do before this is you'd have to go all the way. Well, and I say all the way, I know it's just a search on Google, but you have no idea the trouble I'd go through to whenever I want to make a new pet. First, I'd gold farm, then first I'd find someone that would with a pet I like. Then I'd ask them if they want to hatch him. Of course, it's obviously. Most times they'd say no, so I'll keep trying, and then I finally find that person. Then I gotta go and gold farm. Then I gotta go back. I gotta make sure that they're still interested in hatching with me, and then I gotta pray to God that I get the pet that they have, or else I gotta redo it, and I gotta rinse and repeat. And then even if it's worth that gold, because it's expensive, it's like 50k. I gotta go all the way back to square one anyway, because I have to Google search, okay, whatever the name of this pet is, what snacks do they like, what snacks do they love. That way it gives them the most XP. And then I gotta search each snack individually to see which one's of the highest rank. That way I know which mega snack to feed them, or the highest ranked snack to feed them. That way they'll get the most possible value out of that snack. And I gotta bulk up on it, I gotta gold farm once again. Whether it be through farming, whether it be through plants, whether it be through buying it through the bazaar, just whatever. So, if them doing this actually really cuts down on all the time you're going to be spending doing that, which is really helpful. So, that's that is awesome. I don't know how they're going to manage all this, but this is awesome. Okay. Note, to collect pets in your bank, shared bank, and attic, be sure to open each of those inventories. To collect your pets in your house, simply enter the house where they're kept, okay? There are all new badges for our serious pet collectors. Every 50 pets you collect in your pet home, you'll earn a new badge. I know a friend who just is gonna love this so much. We got, because we have been playing for so long. I think, I think I think my friend's got like 500 and I only have like 300, but I don't know, it's awesome. Changes in Wizard City begin. Rennie Wolfton and her crew continue to size up the commons and will start work on Phase 2 soon. You'll notice a new dock in the commons that will be especially lovely for wizards who enjoy fishing and maybe a few other surprises as well. More changes in construction are on the way in the future. Alright, so this is just basically you get a new dock area. But just the concept is worth more than the overall value. Switching up. New loading screens. Thank you, and thank you. You have no clue how annoying it is seeing the exact same loading screen over and over and over. The same loading screen. In Imperia, you got to see a new loading screen, but that was the newest loading screen we've had since the start of the game. It was ridiculous. Now in Pirate 101, they vastly improved that. Each area, you could be in the same area, and you'd almost never get the same loading screen twice in the same session. Like, it was actually amazing. And now they're finally doing that with Wiz, which is amazing. Because it's new, and it's something new to look at. So, if you've been through Imperia, you've already seen a different loading screen as you've traveled between areas there. Okay? We've now extended this to every world of the spiral. Thank you. And each world of the spiral now has its own loading screen. So that's awesome. Not only does each world have their own loading screen, but it has their own themed loading screen unique to that area. Or that entire world, I should say. Enjoy this minor but much anticipated improvement to the experience Wizard101. Dude, they could not sell this for as good as it is. Like, this is awesome. It really is awesome. Are you the Keymaster? New skeleton key bosses. There is a brand new introductory quest in the free-to-play areas of Wizard City that introduces the concept of skeleton key bosses to new players. Diego the Duel Master now offers this quest to young 5th level wizards as he is in need of some assistance with his pesky nemesis Roberto. Can you earn Roberto's rapier? So this is again, this is very good. This just teaches you the basics of skeleton key bosses, how to earn them, all that good jazz. Because normally you had to wait till like what, level 100 or something. I mean, it was dumb. No, you just have to wait till you got your first key, and then a pop up would kind of explain it to you. But this is awesome. This is really awesome. And it's also available at a super low level, so that way you don't just get wrecked automatically because of a cheat. I mean, it's good. And of course, they have to have that shameless plug Roberto straight from Dueling Diego, that minigame, and within the game, so the game within the game, gameception. Anyway, for higher level players, you'll want to scour the sewers of Xanadu to find a skeleton key door leading to the Corporal Tennyson. Herein is a greater challenge for greater rewards. Bring a gold key and get ready for a great fight. And you just have a picture of each of them. Also, check your minimap throughout the spiral. If skeleton keys drop in the area, there'll be a new icon displayed on the map. This is so cool! This is all so cool. Bug fixes and other changes. Now, a lot of people just go over this because they don't care, but this, even something as small as this makes a big deal to me. We've made a lot of other changes and bug fixes with this update as well. See a longer list below for specifics. Quest. The Medulla fight in the Imperium has now been adjusted so it's a bit easier to defeat while still being challenged. So basically, that's a nice way of saying the nerf Medulla, the final boss of Imperia, okay? Imperia Daily Quest will now be available to players. Nice. Players will no longer be punished for being tardy on the first round of combat. However, don't be too late to following rounds. Okay, this is actually a very important fix. So basically, if there is miscommunication, someone might run in and just screw everything up, and then they'll get mana burned, basically is what the cheat is nowadays. Or, oh my god, there actually were times where someone would just troll you, and they'd be in your team event intentionally just to go in there early to screw you guys up, and it's that simple. Fortunately, they're getting rid of this. That way, you can still kind of join early. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still the risk because they're taking all the aggro the first round, which is really the most dangerous round because that's when they're mainly hitting with all their pips, high pip spells. But at the end of the day, it's really good. But yeah. Players are no. I really like this one. This is amazing. Players are no longer placed outside the combat sigil or battling larger enemies like jungle thorns in the floating lands. This is just a small fix. Like just a bug fix, but yeah, I don't really care. Removed team up option for several instances where no combat occurred. Okay. Players are now prompted to enter the restricted area of Xanadu through the sewers if they exit the world during the crust hazy cosmic jiv. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure what this is about because I have not yet finished Imperia. I'm almost done with part 1. I'm about to fight Khan. But you know, I'm sure this is good. Skeleton keys can now be found from a couple more Wizard City bosses. This is just a straight plus. This is good. The Gunhild and Grimhide sisters can no longer accompany you simultaneously during the quest fight for the Valkyries. Okay, I guess this makes sense, because that'd be double buffed. Fix the bug where frost/lava spawns weren't being tracked for badges correctly. Okay, that's just good. The wisps and attack at 3 points are now more evenly balanced between health and mana wisps. So yeah, you can debate whether this is whether this is good or bad. But it was mainly there was more health wisps than mana wisps, and now you're gonna be able to get both relatively equally. So it's good. Fix the bug causing players to be pulled back into combat after defeating Tangle Root and Celestia. So yeah, I cannot say I personally experienced this, but I know my friend was complaining this happened on an old account, so I'm glad it's being fixed. Teleporting out and back into the Beatman 5 Club no longer create a new instance instead of returning you to your original dungeon. Okay. Killcroc in Xanadu no longer has reverse boost/resists. Okay. Mordecai's Tower will now appear in Team Up during the Halloween season. Good. Player movement will now briefly pause when loading a zone, so you're no longer able to run through areas and doors you shouldn't be able to pass. Okay. Once obtaining access, players should now be able to use the magic raft at the Zotan docks of access to travel back and forth as many times as they'd like, which is just good. Jareth in the Imperia sewers has been upgraded to a boss instead of just a regular enemy. Okay. Verbatim Mimic, Dumazed. The Verbatim Mimic and Dumazed now has a late penalty for players. Now moving on to spells. Added several Missing Star and Sun School spells to Clyburn Stellar Gaze. Okay. The Beguile and Sun effects show the number of turns remaining when inspecting the banner shows all effects on a player. That's good. When you learn a new spell, the UI that announces this will once again appear at the top of the screen. Alright. Housing. Fix several areas of the Amber State Pyramid of the Lost Acropolis. Though my performance requires where camera would cut through interior walls. This is good, because I don't have the Amber State or Pyramid of the Lost or Nomad's Camp, but I do have the Acropolis and the Polarian Shipwreck, so this is good. Improve several sticky areas in the Darkmoor Manor House, where it was difficult to pick up items. Okay. New Polaris music scrolls are available from Polaris bosses. Good. House guests attached to Breadcrumb House item can play their death and casting animations. Nice. The Woodpile housing item now displays its name correctly. Okay. The Ross Plot plant now only appears in one location in the furniture UI. Fix the bug causing the medium and great pine trees to be listed as medium and great birch trees. Cashier's bungalow added to housing signs. Okay, crafting. Dr. Purr has some new recipes for pet-related crafting items. These transmutes have been added. Transmute Platinum has been added to Loligo. Transmute Iridium has been added to Germal. And Transmute Palladium has been added to Jewels. Gardening. Jewel blossoms now have a chance to harvest level 115 to level 125 jewels. Okay. Fix the bug with the Tassel Magic moon slots in housing weren't being subtracted properly from the available gardening slots. Leaving an area before the plant all spell has completed its casting animation will no longer result in a loss of seeds and animation. And that's it for gardening. Of course, that was it for crafting, and we've gone over the housing. So sound. Added new sound technology to improve realism. This is just amazing. Adding new sound technology to improve realism, like make it seem more realistic. That's just great. Polish the sound in Imperia. This I can already say is just straight up terrible. I mean, the sound in Imperia is like not good, so I'm glad that they're polishing it. When talking to Xander, there is more of an echoing to the voice during dialogue. Alright, that's not bad. Fix voiceover and text mismatches. That's not bad. Game Launcher. Now, this is interesting because I've never seen an update to Game Launcher in a long... Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't seen it in a long time. The Windows Minimize button has been temporarily disabled on the Wizard101 Game Launcher to circumvent a problem with Windows 10. Okay. Fix the bug causing the game launcher information to be zoomed out when displayed on high DPI displays. Alright. Art. We've improved the notifications that show up when a member benefit is active. Okay. Added swim animations to the Vim for when he is accompanying you underwater. Continued polished art in Imperia. Players should no longer come unhinged from the Wolf of Winter mount. Replaying the cinematic for warping to Imperia should now show correctly. Walking through water will have a slightly different look. This is... See, but I don't really understand why they're doing this, because their animation for walking through water seems somewhat realistic as it is, but whatever. Improved camera zooming during question are thinner, okay. Jewels that were meant to have a visual effect on the player are now displaying properly, okay. The Arcanum tree matches its appearance more closely to the doodle map of the Arcanum, okay. Fix the inventory view of several Alfoy Horde pack guests, nice. In general, we've added new pet names for you to choose from. Enjoy. Now, this is just awesome. This is just straight up good. Having new pet names to choose from. And again, I'll go over all this soon enough. Gold amounts will no longer appear to add to continue to add a bonus. Will no longer appear to add to continue to add a bonus, okay? To a player's stats after it's unequipped. Critical tutorial tips about losing treasure cards when at the 999 limit will once again appear on the screen instead of only being displayed in the tutorial tip log. Fix the crash bug involving the Sandbots in Xandu. The Quizzler's dialogue in the quest Brain Damage no longer shows his name as Bat. Added a new menu chat phrase to tell someone which realm you're currently in. Retired the pet talent Sandbird call from the Balloon Pet. Banish the Sentinels. Banish Sentinels now banish the Sentinels in the entire zone, not just the nearest pond. This is just good. The pet talent Sunbird call. Removing that pet talent. Let me just quickly Google what that does, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. Sunbird call. It is interesting that they're retiring it though. Let me see. Sunbird call. A pet talent is... Provides a chance that the pet may cast Sunbird. Okay. I don't really understand why they're doing this. Basically it was just may cast Sunbird. That's basically what it was. I guess it's purely because the damage on it is like a free possible, like, because when you think about it, at the higher stages of PvP, it can get actually pretty insane. So I guess it's good. I don't know. I don't see the balloon pet that often anyway, but whatever, I guess. And that's it. So thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this was such a long video. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my next video will be going over the actual changes in game. With that being said, I've been your host, Dylan Charisma, signing out. See you guys next time. Have a good one.